Hello and welcome to Quincy in Focus, Quincy Access Television's news magazine show. My name is Raymond Smith from Quincy High School, interning at QATV. Starting this episode off, hosted by the Lincoln Hancock PTO, is the annual Touch a Truck fundraiser. This event helps support the Lincoln Hancock school community. Many more fun and exciting events are lined up for this year.
Labby. I am the president of Lincoln Hancock's PTC, and I'm here with
Kristen Paluzzi Gibbons, vice president of PTC.
We are here today at Lincoln Hancock's annual Touch a Truck fundraiser. As always, this community event supports the students and the families of Lincoln Hancock and all the educators here that do so much. Everything raised goes right back to the school, and we're hoping the rain's going to hold off, but we're here rain or shine till 3. If you're looking for stuff to do this year, keep an eye out on our calendar because we have plenty more events planned for the community for 2023-2024.
At Snug Harbor Elementary School on the second day of school, Granite Telecommunications hosted an annual backpack giveaway. This event supplies students with the materials they need for this year.
One of our most exciting days here, right? We are assembled for a very, very special reason, of course. Thanks to our school partner, Granite, who are, you can see them in their shirts. We have Miss Meyer here. We have a whole bunch of their employees who came to volunteer and volunteered their time earlier to put things into the backpacks for you. So you're going to receive a backpack today with school supplies. And they're going to pass them out, and they came in earlier this week and they put all the supplies in the backpacks. They got them all organized, as you can see behind me, different colors for each grade. So as you know, Granite has been a great partner of ours for years and years, so we thank them. Can we give them a big round of applause? So we have some very, very special guests joining us today. We have our Superintendent of Schools, Superintendent Mulvey, our Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Perkins. We have George Megan from Granite, the Director of Facilities. Ms. Meyer from Granite as well. Mr. Segala from the Superintendent's Office. And at this point, I'd like to invite Superintendent Mulvey up to say a few words to you.
Can we have a big round of applause for everyone that helped put this event together today? And I just want to begin by thanking Granite Telecommunications and George and his team for being one of the, if not the most generous business partners that the Quincy Public Schools has. They work day in and day out to help you, our students, to make sure that you have everything that you need for the beginning of school and throughout your school year. So can we have a round of applause for Granite Telecommunications and their team? Thank you so much. And obviously I want to make sure that I thank Assistant Superintendent Erin Perkins, Executive Director Keith Sagala, Principal Scott Perfettio, our food service team that will be handing out some snacks for you today, and of course all of our teaching staff who are here to support us. How about a round of applause for those people?
Good morning, my name is Julian Pagan and I am a 5th grade student here at Snug Harbor every year since I was in kindergarten. And Granite Telecommunications has generously donated both school supplies and backpacks to every student in our school. They have also funded field trips, technology, and school essentials for all of us for many years. We are so lucky that we have this partnership with Granite on our behalf of all Snug students. We cannot express our gratitude for all you do. Make our school days a success. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kimberly Meyer. I work at Granite Telecommunications. I'm here with a bunch of my teammates, and we're so excited to be able to hand out backpacks to you today. Make sure you use everything in there for tools for learning throughout the whole school year, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun this year. Thank you.
Are you ready to get your new backpacks?
A brand new school was built recently for kids that are in need of extra support and special education. Here's what Mayor Koch and Dr. DeCristofaro and others at the event had to say.
This building truly has been a collaborative effort. When the building came up on the market a few years back, the then superintendent and I had a conversation about the potential of doing something educationally with it, since we are right next to the Central Middle School, and this had been used, although way back when, I understand it was part of the candy factory for Howard Johnson's. It was used by ENC as an educational facility for a number of years. So here we are celebrating today what is a magnificent educational learning center.
My role is simple here. I want to tell you how proud we are to be part of this project. The mayor's a person of great vision, but this one, and he and Dr. D working together, and this is just probably one of the best they've had. The entire project team really took to the spirit of what was happening here and carried it forward. And I said at the council meeting that, you know, a lot of times I use my brain, I use my back, I help the guys rip out walls, but in this one we got to use our heart. And I really saw that in the entire project team, from the contractors, the designers, and everybody else. They really went the extra effort for this project. And I think it shows, and it was a great camaraderie, a great collaboration.
There are so many people to thank because literally the entire Quincy community came together to support a project that will have a direct and immediate positive impact on our most vulnerable community members, particularly our students and families, students of special education and their families. Together, we have built a state-of-the-art facility where a community once thought not possible can now exist, grow, and flourish. For our special education students and families, this is a game changer.
You know, there are so many elements to something like this. I just want to say that Tom Koch is our quarterback. There are a lot of people that have to come together, but there also has to be the vision and the initiative out front in order to have people focus on a project and then get the resources and then bring in great people like Dr. DeCristofaro and our educators here in Quincy to make something happen. But I was looking at, you know, Quincy has had such a pivotal role in public education in this country, for every child in this country. There's a great quote by John Adams where he said, "The whole people must take upon themselves the education of the whole people and must be willing to bear the expenses of it. There should not be a district of 1 mile square without a school in it, not founded by a charitable individual, but maintained at the expense of the people themselves." That's the mission statement. That is the mission statement for public education in this country. That was the, he put a marker down, John Adams did, and Abigail Adams and John Quincy Adams, about the value of public education. And so that's what's happening here today.
But we talked about a building. We knew we didn't need another elementary school at the time. We knew we didn't need another middle school at the time. And so walking out of the building, the mayor just mentioned, said, what about other population? What about? So we really started to talk about special education. We started to talk about how we wanted our kids, our students, our families right here in this building. So I thank him for his vision, always supportive, unselfish, and thoughtful, never wanting credit for himself, always for others. Thank you, Mayor Koch. A lifelong honor to be a part of the Quincy Public Schools, to work alongside dedicated educators, staff, administrators, leadership teams, city council members, of course, the state delegation, John, and of course, school committee, key roles of school committee, and having a mayor that cares. A mayor that cares, a chair of the school committee. Thank you. Service really is about a promise. Quincy's promise to every Quincy student, that measured blend of caring, culture, and community connections, and always support, that shares that all students have a multitude of opportunity and a foundation for lifelong learning while creating incredible relationships that foster and influence. So today, this thoughtfully designed neighborhood school clearly offers its children learning with enthusiasm and confidence and success and happiness and smiles that will always inspire. Educators here will be offered continued dedication and devotion, patience and passion, commitment and care, while serving what they know about education, but more importantly, sharing who they are right from their heart. The design of this child-centered school is state-of-the-art in all aspects of education, as well as state of the heart, as it is built with the well-being of every child fortunate to attend this center. Here, parents and families will be provided a pathway of participation, of trust, of confidence, of optimism, of openness, and significant opportunity to partner in their child's personalized education. So today, as we celebrate such significant meaning, we are so very confident that within these four walls of brick and mortar, the activities of cherished students and staff will be defined by accomplishments and achievement, joy and love, and of course, a consistent presence of the three most important ingredients within this state of the heart school. The first ingredient will be kindness. The second important ingredient will be kindness. And the third most important ingredient within this awesome place of learning will be, thank you so much.
The Veterans Day ceremony held annually in Quincy included speeches from Mayor Tom Koch, Congressman Stephen Lynch, and keynote speaker Donald Greenwood.
This is your day. We have Millie from World War II, we have members from the Korean War, we have Vietnam War, we have the Iraq, Afghanistan, Desert Storm, War on Terror. All of you have served your nation with incredible fidelity, so we're thankful for your service.
As we all know, and as the mayor has said, today is the day that the nation has set aside to honor our veterans, to remember the patriotism and unspeakable sacrifice rendered by those courageous Americans who have been willing to serve in our military. I'm not sure we fully appreciate the sacrifice and the difficulties embraced by those individuals and their families. And while we do set aside this one day, it's important to remember that in addition to our presence here today, which is important, and this is a wonderful gathering, this is a wonderful demonstration of our acknowledgement to signify our appreciation for how hard it has been for those who have chosen to serve. And it's equally important to remember our obligation to our veterans that goes beyond today. I happen to serve on the Oversight Committee in Congress, and part of our job is to not only oversee the Department of Defense, but also the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. We need to keep faith with the promise that we made to our veterans when they made that decision to put on that uniform on our behalf and to serve in our stead. We have to make sure that our active service military, and I see some of them here today, that their active duty service is valued, that they receive the care and the benefits that they've earned when they separate from service. That means active duty military housing that is up to standard, whether that's at Fort Hood, Texas, that I visited recently, or Fort Campbell, Kentucky, making sure that housing for young families is up to code and deserving of the sacrifice that those families are rendering. It means that when a veteran comes home after their service has ended and they learn that they may have been exposed to toxic substances, that they receive the medical care and compensation that may be due them. Last year, Congress passed the PACT Act, finally. It was signed into law by President Biden, which now makes it easier for toxic exposed veterans to receive full access to VA care and benefits for services connected to their exposure. This is the largest single expansion of veterans benefits in decades, and it impacts about 20% of all our veterans. Whether it's burn pits in Afghanistan or Iraq, or Agent Orange, radiation, and other environmental hazards in previous wars, all those veterans are eligible for VA care and benefits. And to date, over 350,000 veterans have already received the expanded benefits provided in that bill. In addition, since 2010, there have been 65,000 suicides among our nation's veterans. And while we are proud that we have 3 of the very best VA hospitals right here in our congressional district, in Brockton and West Roxbury and Jamaica Plain, and we do have amazing groups like Home Base that works with the Boston Red Sox Foundation and Mass General Hospital to provide care not only to our veterans who are suffering from PTSD, but also to active service military who we can pull off the battlefield and provide services and rehabilitation to, and also support their families.
I would like to begin by thanking everyone, especially the veterans and their family members in the audience who have taken time from their busy schedules to commemorate one of our most important national holidays, Veterans Day. In addition, I'd also like to thank everyone in the audience who knows, loves, or just supports a veteran. Whether you participated in the parade, watched the parade, or just here for the keynote speech, it is a deliberate act on your part to acknowledge the significance of Veterans Day. Originally referred to as Armistice Day in commemoration of the end of World War I, Veterans Day is always celebrated on 11 November and is, I quote, a celebration to honor America's veterans for their patriotism, love of country, and willingness to serve and sacrifice for the common good. Looking out over the crowd, I can see that there are many veterans in attendance. Everyone who has served in the country as a member of the armed forces, regardless of their military experience, is a veteran who should be proud. So I would like to take this opportunity for a heartfelt round of applause for all veterans in the crowd.
Celtics player Neemias Queta and Jordan Walsh visited North Quincy High as a part of the Arbella Foundation's All-Star Initiative.
Why it's important for you guys to support the community?
Me personally, I know it's important to help out in the community with the platform that I have. You know, I feel like if I'm able to give back and help people, then I should. So, you know, no place I'd rather be than here. You know, getting y'all hype, celebrating with y'all.
I love that. Give it up for Jordan one time. I'm actually going to go with a different question for you. So these are a bunch of middle schoolers. We're going to be challenging them to showing up every day, right? Coming to school every day, creating an inclusive environment every day. And that takes commitment, that takes discipline. Talk to us about how discipline and commitment has helped you get to where you are today.
Yeah, fellas, like discipline and commitment got me to the point where I am today. You know, I wouldn't be out here without the people helping me to get to this position, and I just want to be able to be helping in the community in these type of situations. I'm really grateful to be out here with you guys, so I'm really helpful.
I love it. Give it up for Mimi one time.
So today, you see what I have in my hand here is a pledge, right? So what we're planning on doing is each one of you, in order to participate in this program, you've got to sign this pledge. This is your first contract with the Boston Celtics. For some of you, it might not be your last, right? Hopefully. But what we want you to do is we want you to make a promise, right? Our players, they make promises to themselves, promises to their teammates, to show up every day, on time, and not just to show up, but be the best version of themselves, right? So talk about being a little bit better every day. And so when you get this pledge, I want you to go home, whoever it is that is responsible for you, your guardian, parent, brother, sister, I want you to review this with them. It says, I promise to come to school every day, on time, I promise to do my best, I promise to hustle to and from classes, I promise to be attentive to my teachers, and I promise to be a positive leader. Okay? Can we accept that challenge verbally?
That's all for this edition of Quincy in Focus. If you would like more information about Quincy Access Television or interested in becoming a member, visit our website qatv.org or call 617-376-1440. My name is Raymond Smith. Thanks for watching this edition of Quincy in Focus.